In this brief tutorial, I'm going to show you how easy it is to create a portfolio homepage using Google Sites. We're already signed in and we're on an untitled site with a blank page. The first thing we want to do is name the site. Think of a name that you're willing to share both with your faculty at JCCC and a potential future employer. For purposes of this demonstration, I'm going to call this Nadelman Paralegal Portfolio Example. And I'm going to give a title page by copying and pasting from the document I've created. Now I pasted it in as normal text, so I'm going to go ahead and change it to a title so that it looks nicer. So I've quickly created a title, and we're going to come back in another demo and I'll show you how we can change each one of these variables. Now I'm going to go ahead and add a text box with the text that I'd like to use to welcome someone to the site. So I simply click text box. It puts it in automatically. I'm going to go over to the Word document that I have, which I'll drag that over so you can see it for a moment, where I have the text that I want to embed. I'm going to go ahead and copy that text. Then I can move this back out of the way. Come over to my box, either right-click paste or Control-V to paste, and I now have text. As you can see, it's put in more spaces than I would like, so I'm going to go ahead and take those out so it looks a little bit better. And you can reshape your text box to have the shape you want. So I'm going to put this one like this because I want to add next to it a photograph. Actually, I'm going to take the text box, click onto the line, and it allows me to drag it and position it where I'd like it to be. So now with the text box on that side, I'm going to add a professional photo. There are a number of different ways you can add a photo to your portfolio. One of the easiest ways, and what I'm going to use in this example, is simply locate the photo on your computer and drag and drop it on the portfolio. So I've used my Windows Finder to locate the photo I want. It's my JCCC professional photo. I'm going to click on it, I'm going to drag it over, and I'm going to drop it to add it to the portfolio. Now it actually put it on a line in an area below where I wanted it to go, so it's very easy to reposition it. I simply can drag it up and reposition it. As you can see, there are tools available, including that you can crop, uncrop, insert a hyperlink, so I could, for example, link this to take it out to my portfolio page on JCCC, or delete the photo. You can also resize the photo. Be careful when you do that. Make sure you're always dragging from one of the corners. If you drag from the side, you'll end up distorting and changing your photo. Don't really like the way this looks currently. There's too much white space between it. So I'm going to grab my photo and drag it over, make it a little closer on this side. I'm going to do the same thing with the text. I'm going to grab the text box, pull it a little closer, and then I'm going to take the photo and just stretch it ever so slightly so that it's the same size as the text next to it. To complete this quick demonstration of how to build a paralegal portfolio homepage, I'm going to add a text box with my contact information, and then I will embed a URL linking out to the JCCC Paralegal Program. Let's begin with the text box. So once again, all I have to do is come over and click on text box. It automatically creates it for me. Rather than normal text, I'm going to start this out with a heading, and my heading is going to be my contact information. Not the most creative. and then it switches over to normal text, and the first thing I'm going to put in is my email. So it's easier to see the heading. I'm actually going to come back and I'm going to, I want to make sure I actually get the colon also. So I'm going to bold that, and so you don't have to watch me type. I'll go ahead and add the rest of the information while the recording is paused. Alright, so I've added my contact information, and the last thing I'm going to add is an embedded URL with a link out to the JCCC Paralegal Program. To do that, I first click on Embed URL, and then using a separate web page, I'm going to go out and search for the link to the JCCC page and then paste it in. Alright, I've found the URL, so all I have to do now is copy and paste. And unfortunately, JCCC protects the information, so it will not show the actual information. It will just have the link. This works actually very well for a LinkedIn portfolio. You can actually add your LinkedIn page to your paralegal portfolio, just as you can add your paralegal portfolio to your LinkedIn page. And what's nice about adding something like a LinkedIn page is it will actually show the page and embed it on your paralegal portfolio. But we'll go ahead and embed this link. I really don't like the way the link itself looks without any more information, so I'm going to double click on it, and that allows me to actually give the link a title. So I'm going to give it a title as Link to the JCCC Paralegal Program homepage. Alright, so that concludes this tutorial showing you how to quickly create a paralegal portfolio homepage using the new Google Sites.